It's time for another weeknight winner.
Chinese takeout edition.
Yay! Oh, we've got super crispy, delicious steak that is just smothered in this amazing brown sauce.
Oh, topped with delicious sesame seeds and savory scallions. Oh,
Trust us, after one bite,
you're gonna say, "Take off, takeout."
get out of here, takeout.
So silly.
I love it, I love it. So we're excited. Can you
Yay.
tell? I'm Chris.
And I'm Wesley.
My beefy Loon.
Totally.
Every time we make beef, I
You
always
always
say,
call me Beefy
well, you are
Loon.
kind of
That's
beefy.
all right,
So
I'm a
we're-
beefcake.
You are. We're walking it, baby.
Yeah.
So you can use your wok, or you can use your skillet to do this, but this is so incredibly delicious.
Yeah,
so let's get started.
Let's go. Look at
this
that
is
beef.
Okay, we're doing beef,
Talk
you guys.
about beef.
The beef. So
Yes.
we've got, I just started, get a decent steak. Don't spend a ton of money because we're going to basically be frying this.
Right.
But I got a ribeye steak. You're going to want about anywhere from a pound and a quarter to a pound and a half. And then what you can do is you can stick that in the freezer and let it kind of get a little hard. If you want to, you don't have to do that.
It's easier to cut if you do
It makes
that.
it a little easier to cut, yeah. And then you're gonna just get a nice sharp knife and cut away any excess fat. And
Leave
but leave
some fat,
some because
yes.
there's flavor there. There's
Yes.
flavor in that fat.
Tell me about
and
it.
then we're just gonna start slicing it. And you don't want giant slices, so cut them in half. And so they're about
Yeah.
that size. You want to show them?
Well, I'm
You're
gonna
gonna be-
be using my fingers in this anyway.
That's right.
So, like
so,
that size.
yeah,
And see,
just-
leave a little fat. 'Cause
Go
that's
ahead and leave a
juicy.
little fat. If there's just nothing but fat, then toss that.
Right.
So that's that. Now let me talk about my wok here. So I have got this set at 365 degrees is the temperature of the oil. I'm using peanut oil. I like peanut oil because it's really good for stir frying, which we're going to do in a moment after we deep fry
Because you can reach really high temperature.
yeah, it's stable at high temperatures, but it's also a little more expensive. You can use vegetable oil, and that'll work perfectly fine. I would also recommend if you're doing this on the stove, use one of these contraptions. I have a link to it. It's called a wok rack, and it just helps stabilize. I'm not using it here because I'm using my big old
Yeah.
trusty thing, and it's pretty stable. I can hold this, but that just helps when you got hot oil. You don't want that oil falling over onto flow. That would be
No.
awful. Okay, so now.
Yes, let's talk about what we're going to coat up this steak. That's why you don't want really expensive steak, because you're going to coat it up and
Yeah,
fry it,
yeah.
like you said. All right, so the first thing we've got is 2 egg yolks. Then we have a teaspoon of,
That's
or
a tablespoon.
of soy sauce. I almost
You
did
did it. It's close. It's
And
close.
a tablespoon of Shaoxing cooking wine. Cooking wine.
It's Chinese
Yes.
cooking wine. So you're like, what the heck is Shaoxing cooking wine? It's really.
I'm gonna mix these together.
He's gonna mix them together. You can find it really anywhere now in the Asian section of most well-stocked supermarkets. If you can't find it, you can order it online. But don't fret. You could use just good old dry sherry will work.
Yeah.
In a pinch.
But I swear I see this
you
Shaoxing
do. I mean,
everywhere now.
we're in northern Texas, and I have no trouble finding
Yeah.
it. So.
And a lot of neighborhoods have like an Asian
An
food
Asian market, you can definitely find it.
Totally.
Or you could use mirin, which is a Japanese cooking wine. You could use rice wine, and you keep going.
And now I need to remember my salt and pepper. So that's a half a teaspoon and then a half a teaspoon of pepper.
You don't need a lot of salt here because we're using soy sauce.
Soy.
And we got plenty of
soy.
sodium.
And then we're going to mix that up a little bit.
Get this out of your way.
Yeah, and then we're going to bring over the meat.
You really like saying that.
And then we're just going to basically coat this real quickly. I want to get in here.
Okay, you got it.
You got it. All right.
You got
I'm just going to kind of move this around for right now, because then I'm going to throw some dry ingredients on there.
That's right.
Which is cornstarch, which is a third a cup of cornstarch.
Which is classic in Asian
Yes.
cooking. It just makes it so crispy and so yummy.
And some flour. I got a third a cup of flour too.
Yeah.
All right.
The combination of these two, I just find that it just makes it so delicious
Now,
and so
I'm
wonderful.
going to get messy, because this way I know I'm coating all of the meat.
So he's
I'm
using-
going to coat them good. Look at that, y'all.
He's using his meat mittens.
Totally. All right.
All right, you do that, and then we're
Yes.
going to wash your hands.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, that is coated, and I'm clean.
You are
coated and clean.
Coated and clean, the way I love you. So now, okay, this is beautiful. I'm so excited. So we're going to fry these in batches, and it's helpful if you have something like a spider or a metal spatula, or something because you're going to want to kind of move these things around.
Yeah.
And they're so fun and so delicious.
I love it.
And like we said, this isn't. this isn't chicken fried steak, so you're not putting a wet batter on there. So it's it's okay if there's not 100% coating. You're going to want to see a little bit of that meat shining through. So don't worry about that if you don't. And then it's important to kind of to have it like a spider, something because they're going to want to group together and kind of hug each other.
Good.
Yeah. So we're going to continue to cook this. It doesn't take a whole a lot of time, just like 3 to 4 minutes.
All right. You cook that. While you're cooking that, I'm going to make this amazing brown sauce. It is so good. It's a tablespoon of sesame oil.
Yep.
I'm on a roll,
You
and
really-
then I start.
I know. You got it. You got
Sesame
it.
oil. Then we got 2 tablespoons of honey.
Honey.
It just adds like a little bit of sweetness to it.
I love what I love about this sauce is it's got some sweetness and it's got some savory. It's just
So good.
It's like a lot of Asian dishes.
And then we have our Shaoxing cooking wine again. That is 2 tablespoons.
Again, if you can't find that, then you can use dry sherry or just leave it out. But
2 tablespoons of tomato paste. That's interesting. I don't ever think of tomato paste or tomato in
It just when
Asian
I was
cooking.
playing around with this, I just found that it gives a nice depth of the flavor. I love it.
That was brown sugar. That is a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, a 1/4 cup of beef stock. Yes.
You have to
3
say it like that,
tablespoons of sesame. Oh no, not sesame. Soy sauce. Wow, I am on it.
You are.
And then we've got 2 heaping teaspoons of cornstarch.
We made it. We got through it.
And I'm gonna whisk it all together.
That's right. So the cornstarch is going to act as like a little bit of thickener
Another
and make that
thickener,
incredible
yeah.
sauce.
Totally.
So we're going to be stir frying here in just a moment. This dish comes together really, really quickly. I would recommend if you don't have a Loon handy, like I do, go ahead and make that sauce ahead of time. You can get all of this prepped way ahead of time because this is great for serving guests because so much of it you can do ahead of time. And then when they come over, you just throw it in the wok and it's like minutes.
It's like a party,
It's
a wok party.
Total party. I love it so much. So this is looking good. Look at this. You want this to go until it gets really, really golden brown. So we're getting close. And then we're going to do this other batch. And then it's time to stir fry.
Then it's quick.
Yay!
Yay! Look at all this crispy beef.
I know.
I love. You know what? I'll just have the crispy beef.
I know it would be delicious just like that, but we are going to make it so much better. Okay, so we did that in a couple of batches. I just used my spider or your metal spatula or tongs, whatever you got, to carefully remove it out of the oil and just place it on a platter like this.
Those are crispy.
I know, crispy beef, extra crispy beef, and then do your next batch. And then okay, so now you'll notice
we whipped together some rice too.
Yeah, while you're doing that, steam some rice. Have some rice already made, then you can like nuke it and heat it up.
Totally.
You're just going to want everything ready to go because now we are cooking with fire.
Yeah.
So now you'll notice there's a lot less oil in here. So just you want to safely discard, let it cool a little bit, and safely discard that. We just get a metal pan and just pour it in there, and you're
and
going
then
to
later we transfer it where it's safely discarded and doesn't hurt the environment.
That's right. And or what you could also do, and I probably would recommend this, is just use a different vessel to fry this, so you don't have to fiddle with this. But we like doing everything in our wok.
In a wok, yeah, because we're walking on sunshine.
We're walking and rolling. Okay, so now we've got 3 tablespoons of my peanut oil, and this is when peanut oil is really good because you've got high temperature. I've got this on medium high. It's around 335 degrees, and it's pretty piping hot. So now we've got, this is when it comes really fast. I love this part.
I do
so
too.
We've got a teaspoon of minced garlic and a teaspoon of finely chopped ginger, my favorite thing to cook
smells
with.
so good.
Oh, it's going to start smelling amazing in here.
Oh, that's
okay?
perfect.
So now
that's not too hot.
No.
You're not burning your garlic.
Yeah, you don't get it so hot
Nobody
that
likes burnt garlic.
I really don't like it at all. or ginger. When ginger is burnt, man, is she angry. Okay, so all right, so we're going to let this go for about 30 seconds.
Y'all, we're going to talk about it again.
What are we going to talk about?
The Cottage, our favorite place when we were in school in New York City, the Cottage, which was an Asian or Chinese, restaurant, and they would give tons of free wine.
It was free wine. Okay, while you're talking, I'm going to put this sauce
Go
in
ahead. Yes, look at that.
Oh, it's amazing.
So we would just go and order fried rice, just one plate, and eat it real slow and drink all the wine. I'm sure I've told you guys this
a million times.
But on those really special occasions, sesame beef.
We were working at the Gap on the side, and whenever we get paid, our little tiny little check, we go.
I forgot about the Gap.
Let's go eat at Sesame Beef. We're gonna splurge tonight and eat Sesame Beef.
We became really good folders at the Gap.
We did. We were excellent at sweater folding. Okay, and tap dancing. Okay, so now you're gonna see this is thickening up. It's beautiful. Now, Wesley, if you want to do the honors and pour that.
I will. There we go.
Just look at, isn't that beautiful?
Yay! We are cooking
baby.
with gas.
I tell you, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off because you're basically, at this point, done. You're just gonna coat this all up till it gets fully coated. This, you guys, I'm telling you, we're cooking.
Keep on mixing.
We're making new things like almost every day. But this is one of those when I said. So unfortunately, we don't go back and make things a whole lot.
I know.
But this is
we don't have time
because we're on to the next. But this
one, yes.
This has been Wesley's favorite dish to order, as he just said, for years.
So, yeah, you know, I'm the beef eater, so I needed to have some sesame beef.
I know.
Obviously, we've got sesame. Chicken as well. Oh, which reminds me.
What?
We're talking about crispy. Y'all need to pay attention later on at the very end of this video because you have a link to our orange chicken, which is like a copycat, isn't it?
We do this.
I'm talking so much.
No, we do this better than, and so we said let's do it better than Panda Express orange chicken, and so we went there and we got it and we came home and recreated it. You got to watch the video.
Ours is better. It's super crunchy, which is what I was.
Which was why you sort of
my segue.
Yeah. Okay.
Watch it. You guys will love it. It's so good.
Look at this. Talk about a segue. A segue into deliciousness. Okay, I'm going to bring this over here.
Did you put a little extra sesame oil?
Oh, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'll put this here so everyone can see. I love to just finish it good. I'm glad
just
you reminded me.
A little sesame
just
oil.
another little
Get
dash of the
extra,
sesame oil.
Right, that flavor. I'm going to stop talking over you.
Well, that'll be a first. Okay, now.
Yay!
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Load me up. Unbelievable. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow.
Look at that sauce.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to hit you with a little more sesame seed. I know, I'm beside myself.
Yay! I got way too much rice on my plate.
That is so true. It's all about this crispy beef.
Yes, and while you're shoveling yourself up some, I love soy sauce. Of course, we have the less sodium soy sauce, which is not really the less sodium.
It is.
Yeah, I know, for soy sauce. All right, I just need to have a little dash of it. That's all I need.
Oh.
Do you want a little bit of that?
Sure. I am just so excited.
I'm so excited. You guys, this is my favorite. This is my favorite takeout.
In case you didn't notice. Yeah. All right, let's go. I can't wait.
Hold on. I need to just grab this.
I have a faulty arm, and I can't. Chopsticks and I just do not get along.
Look at that. Here we go. And in my mouth.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not going to talk anymore.
Take off, take out. Wow. What do you think?
I'm sorry. I just need to hurt.
It is amazing. You guys, it's so much fun to make, and it's so delicious. And I'm going to let the Loon talk.
That sauce
is insane.
You got a touch of sweetness to it with the meat. Oh, and
the meat is so crispy.
Totally. This is 10,000% Loon approved.
I was going to say.
I'm so loud today.
I know, you really are. It's amazing. So
you guys, my ears are clogged.
What? I love you so much. We love you so much.
Yay!
I keep wanting to call it sesame chicken. Sesame beef, baby.
And then make some orange chicken.
And then orange chicken. Watch Orange Chicken. All right, bye, everybody. We love you so much. Bye.